Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the season opener of the 2025 Season B of the Juicy Spider Truck Series. I am the lead announcer, James Watson, with my producer, Jesse Rasimas, and also in the booth with me is Mathieu Weeks, our race control. We're getting through all of the getting the grid set up. A lot of trucks going home this evening. The massive entry list we have for this series. And here are our qualifying results. You have Tyler Fody on the front row with Jeff Green on the outside, Ryan Howard and Johnny Thomas on row 2, Austin Inubit in 5th, and Nico Garcia in P6, Michael Hossack and Trey Eatson in P8. Rounding out the top 10, William White in the 43 and Ethan Stanley in the 91. Brandon Smith in P11 and Richard Thomas in P12. Luna Albright in 13th, Dylan Javier in 14th. Josh Adams and Connor Thompson on row 8. Row 9 features Kendall Player and Chad Frankenfield. Cale Pocock and Ty McIntosh rounding out the top 20. Seth Rawls in 21st. Rob Mooney in 22nd. JP Phillips and Sam Bootwell in 23rd and 24th. Mitch Javier in 25th. Cody McCorkle in 26th. Leighton Norgard, Ryan Campbell in 27th and 28th. Rounding out the top 30, Graham Bullis and Dave Carpenter. Oh, I have to take a breath. That's a lot of names to read off. Shane Theron in 31st and Tommy Ryan in 32nd. Gerald Campbell starting 33rd and Sean Judson in 34th. Tyler Dixon, Logan Shea, 35th and 36th. Wayne Hunter in 37th, Jeff Ryan in 38th, Gavin Higgins in 39th, and Jaden Rasimas rounding out the top 40. Ricky Harden 41st, Dave Huckleberry 42nd, Cole Bear 43rd. I believe that is the last truck making it into tonight's race. And Justin Vandermarl, Frank Fody, Dustin Dorr, Caleb Pacumer, Neil Rutt, Liam Cullen, Kirk Gibson, Kyle Hanshaw, Jacob Johnson, and Harrison Talon. Unfortunately, we'll have to load them up back on the trucks and head off to round 2 of the season, unfortunately. Whew. Well, I believe it might just be me and Jesse up here commentary. Is that correct, Jesse?
Yeah, I'm here with
Yeah,
you, James. I was just doing the pre-race EOLs and stuff I had to do and all that. So I'm here. I know I'll be like going away when stuff happens, mute my mic, but I'll be here to help you.
yes, sir. You've got a lot on your plate having to deal with race control. I don't envy you on that at all, because Lord knows I don't have the attention span to remember all that. But yeah, this is the one opportunity we'll get to take a deep breath here before things are gonna get pretty chaotic. You know, Daytona trucks. Think we all know how these races tend to go. So it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be chaotic, but it's gonna be fun. I believe we might be having a. I believe Jeff Green might actually be receiving in EOL, so that's gonna shake up the field. Got Johnny Tom. Oh, go on. And that is unfortunate. And green means go. We're underway at Daytona. Tyler Fody and Johnny Thomas side by side going down into turn 1. So far, the little bit of chaos at the start hasn't really affected things much, although we're already starting to get some pretty big separation on the field right now. You've got the second half almost on the verge of losing draft range. We got two very pronounced packs going on right here. Is Johnny Thomas gets the momentum off of turn 2. He drops down in front of Tyler Fody. Fody jumps back up. They're going to be side by side at the line. Give lap 1 to Tyler Fody. Great pass from the 81 and Nico Garcia right behind him.
Fody's going to play both lanes. He's going to block both lanes to stay up front.
Yeah, he barely had enough room to pull that move off. That is aggressive, and that is nerve-wracking here on lap 2. Remember, boys, this is a long race, 250 miles. There's a lot more time left in this race. Plenty of time for the shenanigans to take place. As you see, it looks like the pack is starting to catch back up with one another. Now we're in one massive gaggle of 43 trucks.
Yeah, and these trucks are fun, but we're gonna stay side by side like this all race long. It's so hard to push someone clear and actually dominate a line, the bottom or outside, and really have that line, just pull away. It just does not work like that with the trucks.
Absolutely. These things aren't exactly the most aerodynamic, efficient racing vehicles out in the world. So you got all the drag from the big cab poking a hole through the air, plus the giant spoilers in the back as well. Yeah, if you move out in front, you're probably not going to be out front for long before the pack starts to run you back down and try to send you to the back.
Yeah, and we're not seeing a lot of 3-wide either because it's still early in the race. These guys are just getting used to how it's working. And as soon as I say that, Jeff peeks to go 3-wide in midfield.
Yeah, Jeff's on the comeback trail. Obviously, he had the massive... Uh-oh, we got one truck going on the apron. Some bit of schmozzle going into turn 3. Don't know what happened, but doesn't seem to be that bad. We're still green, and most importantly, we're still all connected. But that got a little hairy.
Oh,
it's like
big checkup.
Yeah, Dave Carpenter having to jump to the apron and to avoid running over the truck in front of him. I think that's the late Norgard. And thankfully, great avoidance by Carp to get out of the way of that and get back up on the track without losing much time, as we see 3 wide once again. We got a full line.
Yeah, it's going, and we got to remember the first stage I think is only like 20 laps, so a lot of these guys are going to try hard to get up there to get some stage points. Right now, like, every point matters until you get to the playoffs.
Absolutely, and this is going to be huge for like the guys that are going to be finding themselves in that kind of mid-table points battle, trying to get yourself to survive the bubble, with there being a lot of talent up towards the front of this field. Some of the guys in the mid-pack, they're not going to have maybe as many opportunities to gain points as... Oh, no, we already got a truck in the wall. Oh, he's 30, turned around. Oh, and the 2 is around. 25 is around. Oh, there we go. 6 laps in, and we already got our first big one of the night. Man, you just see the 30 at Connor Thompson get turned around, and then everyone's just trying to scatter here.
Yeah, it looks like the 30 truck is just lifting for the checkup, and then
Yeah,
I
and
think
he
the
got
47 right behind him just wasn't ready for it.
yeah, and shoots him back up the track. On board with Dave Carpenter. See all kinds of a cart gets hit from
Mm.
behind, shot up into the outside wall. That's some major damage for the 71 truck. That's unfortunate. See on board with Seth Ross. 41 gets knocked down into him. Seth gets spun to the apron, got hit from behind again. Couldn't quite tell who that was. That's pretty big hit to the tailgate of that 25 truck, and oh, he's stuck on the banking. Oh, he's trying to get back up. Lucky to not get high centered on that. I have seen that before. Seth able to get away though. Let's see, oh, McCorkle. Oh, it was McCorkle. No, wait, I'm looking at the wrong truck. My bad. McCorkle's right there getting spun up the track. Yeah, that's unfortunate. A lot of trucks involved in that one. It'll be interesting to see how much of that damage they'll be able to get fixed. You know, these trucks with the old sheet metal bodies, they get damaged a little easier than some of the other stock cars.
Yeah, and the good thing about what iRacing has done over the last couple months, they've upgraded the damage model of this. So like if it's not too major and you get it fixed, the thing is like brand new again.
Yeah, and that's huge. That gives you know, it gives gosh, what's the word I'm looking for? It gives a second chance to those guys that are in a wreck. You know, it's great for those that are in unlucky participants in the wreck. You know, like Seth Rawls, like the two Cody McCorkle, where if they can keep out of further trouble, be able to bring it down pit road, keep getting the truck worked on. They might still be able to be in this race. And with Daytona, with all these wrecks, all this chaos, as long as you're still running at the finish, you still have a great opportunity to bring home the dub.
Oh yeah, I've been in plenty of races where I was like 15th and they all wreck in turn 3 and you just end up in the top 3 somehow and you're just oh, I guess I'm racing for the win now. But you never know. These type of tracks, anything can happen at any time.
Absolutely. It's all about just perseverance, perseverance, perseverance. And I didn't see a whole lot of like obscene damage from a lot of those trucks involved in that first incident.
I think yeah, and I think there was only 2 trucks who had meatball flags, so they have required damage they got to fix before they get back on track. So all in all, with all the trucks that wrecked, that's good. And it still sucks that 2 guys walk around with a lot of damage, but it's better than what it could have been.
Absolutely. So we're finishing up the pace laps, getting ready to get back green. Good opportunity for a lot of the drivers in this field to get a little bit of fuel saving done. With the modern racing, it's clear that fuel mileage and trying to not only stretch your fuel, but, you know, lower the actual time you're sitting in your pit box. So that's huge. It's going to be worth positions. And, even with Daytona being a big pack and everyone coming and going, you know, you still want to hold on to that track position. Yeah, it's Daytona, but having to pass 10 cars in 2 laps, it's not easy. So the more track position you can hold on to, the better.
Yeah, definitely not easy here because you can't do it by yourself. You need help to pass other trucks. And then you want, going back to the fuel, you want your last stop, even if it's the green flag stop of the race, to put the least amount of fuel in the truck. That way you don't have to put no tires on, you have the quickest stop and you can just go.
Absolutely, as we see the pace car getting ready to make that hard left-hand turn onto pit road. Tyler Fody will lead us to the restart zone. Green means go. We're back underway at Daytona. Great start from the 40. Not that good of a jump on the outside for Nico Garcia.
You have to get, there's a lot of new faces in here, so I don't know whose truck is truck, who, and all that. I'm all confused.
Oh, don't worry, Matthew. I'm just as confused as you are. We're going to be learning these paint schemes together and these new drivers.
Yeah, I'm trying to memorize because I'll be racing next week in
Oh.
the trucks, so I'm trying to see who's who.
I'll tell you who's who is Garcia. He's bringing that outside line back. He was able to edge ahead of Fody just a little bit, but Fody with the shorter run around the bottom, he's going to get back ahead and he will remain the race leader right now. Got the 83 pushing him right behind is Garcia making another run to the outside.
He's trying. It's going to be hard with the two trucks on the bottom because they are great plate racers. They're both elite Daytona 500 winners. They know how to get it done here at these type of tracks.
Absolutely, especially that 40 truck. You know, if there's anything to be won here in the elite racing leagues, Tyler Fody has won it. So you know you're always going to be at the absolute top of your game if you're going to have to beat that 40 truck. As Dylan Javier with a massive run, 3 wide, he's going to throw his hat into the ring.
Yeah, he has a good push from Ty McIntosh, and I think Jeff Green is right behind him. They really got that third lane rolling. The go is, I think, Javier, as soon as he can get clear,
wow.
He's going to move down and then have Lake Norman control both lanes.
I don't know if I want him to. This is way more exciting. Look at that. 4 rows of 3 wide. That is incredible. And terrifying.
Yep. And these boys trying to get it. They got 8 laps to go into the end of the, to the stage. So.
Is there points on offer? Sorry, Matthew.
And a lot of these guys want to beat Fody because he doesn't race for points since he's a past champion, and all these guys want to win the stage so they get that playoff point, because that playoff point can go a long way.
Absolutely. You never know how many points are going to do the trick, so you never want to be there at the bottom. We got a couple of trucks making a little bit of wall contact there towards the middle of the pack. I think it might have been the 84. Couldn't quite make out the number.
Yeah, I think you're right. Oh, they're wrecking.
Oh no! Yep, and it was that truck I was talking about. Oh, we got a truck upside down! Oh no! That was the truck I was talking about that got the wall just now. Rob Mooney, he got the wall and then got turned, and then Sam Bootwell, I think it might be Boutwell actually. I'm sorry,
Boutwell.
Sam. Oh, Mooney comes down. Oh, and Sam nowhere to go. He's flipping. He is barrel rolling across the banking, and I think he comes to a stop on his side. Oh, wow. Oh. Sam, no. See, Rob clears himself a little bit on the one. Sam, nowhere to go, just plows into him almost full speed. Oh. That's just sad. Oh, it is actually our benevolent overlord, Chad Frankenfield, who Rob came down on. We couldn't make out the 5, so That's going to be a warning from race control for number visibility.
Yeah, he already got that before the race started.
All right, well, we see a lot of takers here down on pit road.
Yeah, me when I race these tracks, just like tomorrow, Wednesday, every caution I'm gonna be down there topping off the fuel every time.
Absolutely. You and me have the same school of thought when it comes to these plate races.
Yeah, you just for that last stop, you want to put the least amount in the truck, car, whatever you're racing at the time, because you don't want to sit on pit road too long. The faster you can get off the pit road, the better chance you have of winning the race, unless you're by yourself and then you're just stranded.
Yeah, I always try to, when I'm at a pack race like this, I always try to just run in the middle and just try to save as much fuel as I can. Like, you always see me, you will never see my car until like up after that final pit stop, when I know, like you said, when you know you can make it, you know you're taking as little fuel as you need. That's when you jump up, you gain a bunch of spots on pit road, and then you start running people down and getting aggressive and trying to keep your vehicle moving ever closer to the front of this field.
Yeah, definitely. And then me, I'm different. I like to just ride around until we have a green flag stop. And once we have the green flag stop, that's when I start going because it separates the field and that gives you the chance to really find you a buddy because you really want to find you a buddy to work with. And once you find that, you two can just really control it after the green flag stop.
Absolutely. As we see, we are about to be one to green here. Looks like we're going to have 4 laps remaining until the end of the stage. So if you thought everything was crazy and aggressive before, boy howdy, just you wait.
Yep. And if there's a caution once we go green before lap 20, the stage will just be called right there. So it could end literally the very lap as they restart.
Yeah, you don't want to be sitting there looking at the end of the stage going, man, if only I just pushed a little bit harder, then I could have had myself just a few more points. So,
Yeah. And unlike the real NASCAR, we don't throw stage yellows. They just keep on racing.
yes, sir, a very popular and welcome change, I'm sure. Unless, of course, we make our own stage caution here, which might very well be the case. We shall see.
Yeah, definitely. There's a high risk for that, or a high chance for that, I should say.
And so far, no concurrent meatballs right now after that second incident. So, looks like everyone is back on track, I believe. Well, for the most part, everyone. We did have a couple retirements with Wayne Hunter and Connor Thompson.
Yeah, once you get put 6 laps down here in Elite, you got to pull off the track. And that's only at plate tracks like this.
And here's the pace car making that hard left-hand turn on the pit road. Tyler Fody will once again bring us down to the restart zone. Green means go. We're back underway at Daytona. 4 laps to go in the stage, and already we got people jumping out trying to make it 3 wide. Fody with that good push from Johnny Thompson. Garcia has Eatson right behind him, trying to shove him back to the race lead.
Yeah, these boys got to hurry and get Fody. You don't want to give up the playoff point to someone that's not racing for points.
Nope. But
I mean, well, you could, because it could be a good thing. That way, you know, no one else got it.
yeah, but it's like, I don't want it to disappear. I want to take it, but
Yeah,
that's going to
exactly.
be hard, easier said than done for the outside line. Oh, and here comes Johnny Thomas jumping to the outside. And he's going to take the lead at the line. 3 laps to go in stage 1. We got 3 wide on the outside. With the 38 truck, here comes Jeff Green back to the front. Welcome back. And he's got, trying to make out who his help was behind. But, oh, Garcia jumps in front of Green. Now Johnny Thomas falling back. It's working out perfectly for Fody, though. While the middle and the outside, while they're jockeying for position, he can just focus on holding that pretty wheel. Oh, but here comes Avir. He's going to leave him out.
Oh, he's going to get it. Oh, maybe not. Oh, nope, he didn't. That was close.
Wow. There's a bit of a dress rehearsal. We got 2 laps to go now in stage 1. I think we got Inabit up there. No, he's in the inside lane. My apologies.
Yeah, that's Stanley leading the 3rd lane right now.
Ethan Stanley, I shouldn't have known.
A rookie in the truck series. I think this first season running the truck, so it'd be cool to see what he does in these things. I know I race him Monday and Wednesday nights all the time, so I know how good of a driver he is.
Yeah, I think that rookie Stanley has a good career ahead of him. I think he's gonna win quite a few races in his time. So here we go, coming to lap. It's the final lap of the stage. Fody still leads. We got Javier still side by side with them. Stanley leading that outside lane, but they're just a bit behind. Car length behind these 2 inside lanes. Oh, look at all the jostling. They're wiggling. Oh, look. What are we? 4, 5 rows of 3 wide? Oh my goodness gracious, this is incredible. Who's going to have the momentum? Here we are, off of turn 4, coming to the end of the stage. And it looks like it's going to be the 40. Tyler Fody will take stage 1. Javier and Stanley is 2nd and 3rd.
Hard to tell where everyone gets there, man. These tracks, everyone's so close.
I know. You can only tell the front row, and the rest of the stage points. It's like, hey, it's the guy who does the points job. I'm not going to be able to figure that out. So you see Ty McIntosh coming out of nowhere. He is right there behind Tyler Fody. Great run for McIntosh.
We've seen him earlier pushing that 3rd lane and dodge that wreck, and he's worked his way now up there next behind Fody, and that's the good guy you want to stay with. You know, on these type of tracks, he'll keep you up front as long as you work with him.
Absolutely, and this is a needed run for Ty McIntosh. So far, the start 25 season B hasn't been the greatest for Ty. A lot of bad luck, a lot of getting involved in a lot of incidents not of his doing. So right now, up here in the top 5, getting good stage points is a needed run for that 10 truck.
As they're coming up on a lap car while they're 3 wide.
Yep.
That's always the worst part.
Yep, Rob Mooney doing the polite thing, making the business decision, going, nope, I want no part of this.
I thought they would chill out after the stage was over, but these guys want to keep on racing like this, which is fine. It's put on a good show. Hope everyone's enjoying it.
Yeah, it makes our job easier, please. 3 wide all the way for another 77 laps? I don't know, math is hard, but anyways. Oh, wow, I got a math problem right. Take that, my 6th grade math teacher. Anyways, here still battling for the lead. And now Johnny Thomas leading that 3rd lane. Man, I tell you, this is fantastic for us, but this is frustrating as a driver, because you know as well as I do. Oh,
Oh,
Johnny Thomas jumping down to the inside. Oh, boy. Oh, a big
oh!
checkup from Javier. Try
I
not
thought
to
he was.
run over.
I thought he was
I
going
know.
all the way to the bottom there. I was scared.
Oh, he almost went all the way to the bottom, but not the way he wanted to. Oh, magnificent job from Javier to just. Oh, now he goes to the bottom. Whew. Boy, you imagine that 57 truck isn't happy with that. It took all Javier had to check up and not just absolutely run over and yeet that 83 truck down to the inside. Whoa, what a major gut check moment.
Yeah, I thought Johnny went a little too far and was gonna go all the way down and get that little net code off of Fody, and then the entire field would have wrecked right there.
Yeah, that would have nuked everyone, which would have been really exciting in the moment, but very disappointing for all the time after. But yeah, as I was saying, three wide, it's as well as I do, it's frustrating as a driver because first of all, it's scary as all get out because you have to hold as best of a line as you can while putting in the trust around you that everyone else can hold the line, and plus there's just nowhere to go when it's three wide. This track is really only big enough for three wide, so if everyone's three wide, you can't make any passes. You're just stuck.
Yep, you wherever you're at, you're just stuck there unless your lane starts moving forward.
Oh, we got a truck in the wall. I don't know what happened, but I heard someone spin, and I swore I saw smoke. I assumed something happened, right? Or am I just seeing things?
Yeah, Dixon got hit by. Yeah, yeah, he lagged out. I guess he said he has a storm hitting right now, and his internet started flickering or lagging, I should say.
That is unfortunate.
Oh yeah, that made that group probably lose the pack. Oh, never mind, they're still right there. All right, they're good.
Yeah, honestly, that worked out as well as it could have. Yeah, you see, he's blinking a lot. Still don't see him, and then bam, driving down into the 94. He's sent up into the wall. Doesn't Interesting to get a look at that 94 truck and see if he's got any damage or if
It
the net
it
code
doesn't look
got
like
worked.
it. Looks like his truck's clean, so it looks like he got away with one right there.
Yeah, lucky escape for Ken the player right there. So we back up to the front of the pack. Fody and Thomas side by side once again. Stanley Larkin leading that third line up there by the wall.
Yeah, it looks like that third line is just struggling. I think the 81 is trying to control his temps. I think he got a little too hot when he pushed Stanley during the end of that stage, so he's just trying to manage, and it's really just them three trucks, and I think you're going to need more than that to get the outside really rolling.
Absolutely, and that brings up an excellent point. These truckers have to worry about engine temps. You're behind another truck, you're pushing, you're shoving, you're absolutely.
Oh,
We
four wide.
see, oh, yep, they're lapping Rob Mooney again, and then McCorkle, Dave Carpenter. Oh, this is shaking up the field. Oh,
This is not
everyone's
good.
going everywhere. Oh, man.
Whew.
But I think we have survived it somehow. Unfortunately, Carp getting the hook. Race control going fishing for the Carp, hooking him off and putting him in the bucket.
Which is sad. He unlucky got caught in that big wreck, and just puts you in a bad spot. Once you get a lot of damage like that, you're just gonna sit there and go laps down, and eventually you have to pull off, and you just lose a lot of valuable points.
And it's unfortunate too for Dave. I've raced with Dave many years. Dave has always been such a great dude to interact with and race with. So, from a sentimental standpoint, it's tough to see that 71 having to bring her back into the garage and load up and get ready for race 2 next week.
Yes, which is at Texas, and I'm excited for.
And you might be the only person excited to race at the new version of Texas Motor Speedway.
I think it's Legacy, Texas.
Oh, okay. Now I share that excitement. Now we're talking.
I think I'm more excited because I actually get to race next week. That's the one I decided to race this season. So.
Yes, that's the one race this season where Chad Frankenfield opens up the cage at race control and lets Mathieu meander off and get back into a truck.
Exactly. That was my deal with them. I said, as long as you let me race one race a season, I'm fine.
And I distinctly remember your one race last season that I happened to fill in on air at Pocono, and I'd say that race ended pretty well for you.
Yeah, I did exactly what I wanted to do. Steal the win from Chad. It was perfect.
Yeah, I remember yelling full Kevin Harvick. Where the heck did he come from as you're taking the lead with 2 to go?
Yeah, and I tell everybody that we race with, all the Pro Edge guys, it's like they were wondering, like, oh, James is in the truck. I was like, yes, I like him. He gave me the Kevin Harvick nickname last season. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yes, sir. Mathieu Weeks, Mr. Where the heck did he come from? Trying to go back to back in his one-offs at Old Texas next week.
These boys are starting to get crazy again.
Yes, sir. Got Eatson leading that middle. Oh, and now Ty McIntosh takes the lead of that middle line. He's going to be side by side for Fody. Got Javier. Now he's leading that outside lane. Whoa, his help behind got a little close to the wall. I think that was the 59 of Pecumer.
It's just so hard. Everyone just stays so even. And once that third lane gets to the front row, it just stalls every time.
Absolutely. You reach that. It's like you just hit a wall at that point. Oh boy. Oh, they're wiggling.
Ooh, that was close. But yeah, I think it's because the second truck gets so hot pushing them, because you got to push really hard to get that third lane going and trying to get the momentum rolling to be able to pass the guys below you.
Yeah, and that's something we're going to have to be wary of as this race goes on. It wouldn't be shocking for someone to just be pushing too hard, too long. Pop goes the engine, and there's half the field up into the catch fence.
Yep, and you never know, because if you're flirting with that temperature gauge and it's orange and a little red, and you keep doing that a couple of times, that thing can go at any time.
Yes, sir. Russian roulette of the racing industry right there. You see Javier going from the lead of that outside lane and just having to tuck in third in line on the inside. And now we got Becumer and Chad Frankenfield taking the lead of that outside.
Yeah, it looks like... Oh, that was close right there in the middle of the field. If he gets clear, he needs to move down. So at least take that second lane.
He's clear, but sounds like we're going to be having pit stops here. Race leader Tyler Fody, he's got the hand out the window. Stanley coming down as well. Garcia, Javier. Oh, we know why Javier dropped down. We're going to have a lot of pit stops here.
Yep. Lake Norman pits, and a lot of people in the field is like, oh, we're going with you.
Yep, which means here we go. Hang on to your hindquarters. This is not easy. So far, everyone down, no issues. Saw one truck in the background get a little squirrely, but everyone facing the right direction, and I don't think any black flags right now. Nope. Good round of stops so far.
Oh, one in the wall.
Wow. Oh. Oh no, we're wrecking! 3 into the wall, and we got another truck spinning to the inside.
And this would be the end of the second stage crossing the line. So
See, is that Kendall Player, I believe, gets bumped up into the wall. He's trying to save it, goes down into the 3, sends the 3 up into the wall. Player coming to a rest past the bus stop. Yeah, Jeff Ryan just clipped. Almost got away, but just clipped by the 94 up into the wall. Pretty heavy damage for that 3 truck, unfortunately.
which is unlucky because Seth never touched him. There's like a little bit of net code. Unlucky.
Yep. And so, this is the end of the stage, correct? Which means those running in the top 10 right now are being awarded the stage points, right? Or
Yep.
Okay.
Since the caution come out on lap, what was it, 37? By the time they go green, it'll be lap 40. So in the second stage was lap 40. So Chad went ahead and called it right there, which is usually what we do. If we have a caution really close in the stage, we just call it right there, and then it's done and over with.
Yeah, very interesting. Another league that I'm involved in actually has the opposite rule. Whatever stage is, that stage. So, like right now, everyone in the top 10 would be weighing, do I stay out, get the stage points, or do I come in? But
Yeah,
this is probably the better way. Oh, someone just airmailed their pit box. The truck in front of Pecumer, oh man, he's having a parallel park. I think that's the 32 Dustin Doer. Yeah, this is definitely a mixed bag for those trucks that pitted the lap before the caution came out. All of them missed out on stage points, but because they pitted, they did lose a lap, and now they get to cycle back to the front.
Yeah, which that's the good thing about this track being so big. If you pit from, pretty much anywhere in the big group, you're going to come out in front of the pack most of the time.
Yeah, that's when you're hoping, you're praying for that big one because A, that puts you into the lead, and 2, that will be a massive wreck that you won't be involved with that will take out a lot of your competition.
Yeah, but I don't think that wreck was big, and I think Kendall didn't get that much damage. I think it was just a lucky caution to save everybody.
Absolutely, and it's lucky because how often do you see a wreck like that at Daytona where you only take out maybe a truck and a half?
Yeah.
Typically there's a lot more cars on the wrecker after that, but good job of everyone avoiding that. And now we are 1 to green. We're going to have 60 laps left in this race. No more worrying about stages. Just focus forward. Try to put yourself in the best possible position. And in 60 laps, to try to bring home that win.
Yeah, and now I think these drivers are going to chill out, try to knock these laps out, because you ain't going to be racing for no more points until the end of the race since the stage is over with. So hopefully we get that in and we can actually complete some all green flag pit cycle, and see how things turn out.
Yes, sir. So everyone gets to take one last deep breath. You know, someone who really won out on that last stretch is Gavin Higgins. We have not mentioned his name all night so far, and he's up there P4.
Yeah, I think he pitted with all of Lake Norman and everyone else there, and took advantage of this caution coming out as soon as they got off pit road.
Yeah, massive break for that 20 car, or that 20 truck rather. Also 24 Haas there with them, able to jump quite a few people. As that pace car is getting ready to make that hard left-hand turn on the pit road. Tyler Fody is once again going to bring us back to the restart zone. And Grameen's going. We're back underway at Daytona.
Oh, Stanley didn't get a good jump behind him.
No, but I tell you who got a good jump. That 10 truck, you know, it's hard to get a good jump on the outside front row, but he's sticking with Fody, getting a great push from the 20 at Gavin Higgins. And right now, it's just kind of, they're all by themselves. It's got a car length back to Hossack in the 24. There goes Green, filling that hole. Side by side, entering turn 3.
Yeah, Stanley was able to get to Fody really quick, and with him and Garcia right behind him, and they were close together, they were able to really push that bottom out front. But it looks like that second lane is starting to build the momentum back up.
Yep, Fody looks like he was, or did McIntosh get it? It looks super close there. Here coming into the line.
Yeah,
But,
he
yep,
probably is
Fody.
trying to get close, get a little side draft.
Yes, sir, trying to slow down that 40 as best as he can. Oh, got one truck spit out, just barely able to keep it out of the wall. I believe it was the 46 of Hanshaw.
No, I see Gerald up there ripping that third lane. That's going to be someone we should keep an eye out for late in the race. He's been on a roll at Daytona. He won the Clash Monday night, went out and won the duel Wednesday night, and now we're here. So I think he's just trying to keep these wins coming at Daytona.
Absolutely, and he also had a great run in the 03 Cup Series race there a couple weeks ago in the Time Machine version of Daytona.
We thought they were going to stay too wide for a little bit, but
Nope.
drivers want to race, and they're going to always put that third lane and try to get up there.
Yep. If gap car.
Exactly. I mean, I know how they feel. You sit back there, ride for a little bit, you get a little bored. You're like, man, I want to go race.
Yeah. You go, all right, I'm going to be smart and just ride. 5 seconds later, aw, heck with this.
Exactly.
It's 3Y, baby.
Let's get to the front. Good push up there on the outside. I just think it's hard to get that third lane rolling at night. It just seems to be the nighttime where it really doesn't seem to be as strong.
Yeah, the higher amount of grip, it just helps out those inner lines just so much here. To see, oh, they're a little bit offset. That's sketchy. Oh, and speaking of sketchy, Green getting a little wiggly as well, right there behind Higgins.
Yeah, I think that's like the 5th or 6th time we've seen that third lane get a good run and get to the front row and it just stalls. I think there's one other time where someone actually got clear to the second lane, remember, and he did not move down. He just stayed there and that line stalled out again. So it's just a hard thing to do. He's just, ooh, that was close.
Wow! Fody jumping to the middle line, just barely. I don't know how he had enough room to pull that move off. I thought for sure that was going to end in tears, and oh, Higgins just barely able to follow Fody down in front of the 10. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Fody's going to be a little menace tonight. He's kind of, after the last race of last season of Cups, he's suspended on Monday and Wednesday nights for a couple weeks, and since he doesn't race for points, he's able to race tonight. So he's going to go out here, he's going to win the race, or he's going to wreck trying.
Hey, yes, sir, and hopefully for his sake, not add to that suspension, depending on any wrecks that happen. But yeah, absolutely aggressive, and oh, I think someone kissed the wall.
The third lane is just cannot get clear. They're trying so hard, it just stalls every time. Jeff Green with a good push on Ty right up the middle.
Yeah,
Now that's someone. That's someone you want pushing you. Jeff can push really good.
Absolutely, he knows a thing or two because he's seen a thing or two. This man definitely knows how to get it done at Daytona, on the sim and in real life. We see that outside lane fall apart. McIntosh takes the opportunity to jump to the outside.
He fell
and
for
now
the little
Green.
fake.
Oh boy.
Oh, he fell. Fody faked him big time. He's like, I'm gonna go to your outside. Nope, made him commit and got him. What a move. That's a good move. That's a good like technical move that a lot of people know how to do on these tracks to get them with a little fake.
And somehow the biggest loser in that is Jeff Green, because Jeff tried to jump to the outside of Ty in that third line as it was starting to die out, and now he's falling back. Oh, they're off. Oh, he almost had contact.
Where did Gerald come from? I know he was like 20th like 4 laps ago. Holy cow.
You mentioned it. You called him out. You said that he was going to be making his way up, and oh boy. He's pushing Hasek. Oh, man.
It just can't go. I know I learned Wednesday night. There's some, like I know these ain't the Cup cars, but there's some trucks out there like you can push really, really well, and then there's other trucks where you go to push them, nothing. It just kills the line every time.
Yep. It's all about how can. Oh man.
Boys are getting really racy. We still got 50 to go.
I know, we're not even halfway yet, guys.
Oh, Henshaw with the move right there. He just forced it 3 wide.
Thread the needle to the moon. Kyle Henshaw leading this middle line now.
Yeah, it looks like if you go up to that third lane, you just go to the back.
Tell you though, good driving from McIntosh to get himself back in front of Fody on the inside line and back in the lead of this race.
Yeah, there's so much going on. We didn't even see that. I'm wondering if Cody's gonna jump up right here. Yep.
Yep, you called it. You called it, partner. Whoa! Henshaw giving a big bump to the forward. Oh, Higgins turned up. Oh, we got a truck around. Oh, Stanley upside down. He's barrel rolling down the back straightaway. Oh, and he's end over end. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is the second time I've seen Ethan Stanley die at Daytona. Oh my goodness.
Now that is a big wreck.
Oh man. Oh, I think Ethan Stanley has had enough at Daytona as of late. Wow. That was a wild ride for the 91 Blue Egg machine. See, they checked up. Stanley got a bump to the 20, sent him sideways. Higgins tried to gather it, but by the time he did, it was too late. Look at the 90. Oh man, look at all these trucks scattered. This is the biggest wreck of the night. But Ryan Campbell, oh, he sent it, and oh, now he gets on the brakes, sloops it into the outside wall. Not that much of a hit. Oh man, let's see, on board with. Not entirely sure who we're on board with, actually. Sean Judson, and oh, plows into the back of Tommy Ryan. Oh, wow. Yeah, everyone watch this. Ethan Stanley. Oh, he's upside down. Oh, man, I don't think Ethan Stanley uses VR. It's a good thing he doesn't, because otherwise he'd probably be... Yeah, he'd probably be puking up a lung after that. What a ride for Ethan Stanley, man. Well, speaking of Blue Egg, I think it's time we go ahead and give them the shout out. Rev up your business with Blue Egg, your marketing pit crew. Turbocharge your lead generation with experienced drivers that can navigate the competitive track to connecting with your customers. With Blue Egg, you're always in the pole position, leading your brand towards victory lane. Don't spin your wheels, accelerate success with Blue Egg, fueling small businesses to win big. Unfortunately, I don't know if the Blue Egg sponsored truck is going to be winning tonight. That was a heck of a ride for that 91 truck, and yeah, I think it might be a minute before he's back out on track. All right, and we're going to go ahead and take a breath, take a break, and shout out our sponsors. We'll see you soon.
3 years of sellout crowds, 3 years of edge of your seat action, 3 years of jaw-dropping finishes. Worldwide Technology Raceway has rocked the world of NASCAR, and now NASCAR is giving us another reason to celebrate. The 2025 NASCAR Cup Series Championship playoffs are coming. Sunday, September 7th, 2025. Just when you thought the racing couldn't get any more intense, now every single lap matters. One wrong move could be the difference between elimination and being crowned the king. The Enjoy Illinois 300, the Confluence Music Festival, the NASCAR Cup Series playoffs, and for the first time in 15 years, the NASCAR Xfinity Series on Saturday, September 6th. Don't be on the outside looking in. See history being made in your own backyard. Go to www.raceway.com for the hottest ticket of the year.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Alrighty, and we are back, and we are just about to get back going here. Taking a bit of a reset after a wild wreck, taking out a good chunk of the field. It's going to be interesting to see who even's left at full power after that.
Yep, and these guys are going to be close on fuel. I just checked. I think you can get like 35 laps maybe. So it's going to be interesting right here.
Yes, sir. All right, pace car makes the hard left-hand turn onto pit road. Tyler Fody will lead us to the restart zone, and green means go. We're back underway at Daytona. Massive jump from Fody. Not a good start for Hanshaw on that outside. Oh, but he's recovering. Massive push from McIntosh to the 46, and they are back to side by side here, coming off a 2.
Ooh, they almost wrecked right there in the back of the pack. That was close.
That they did. Oh, big push from McIntosh. Hanshaw jumps down to the bottom. Looked like he didn't want to be there, but he has no choice now. McIntosh sailing around, or trying to sail around, and now they're going to be side by side here, coming off of 4.
And, I think these guys are trying to pin Fody back.
Absolutely. The farther away from the lead you can keep that 40 truck, the better. Whoa, massive jump. I think that was the 41 of Frank Fody trying to jump around Seth Rawls. Didn't complete it, and it almost went very bad for everybody.
Yeah, it looked like Seth threw a block so he couldn't make that third lane. So he couldn't go to that third lane on him, and that was almost bad.
Absolutely, and a massive loss of momentum for that inside. You saw a few trucks sliding back.
Nope. Here goes the third line again. Oh, maybe it was just a checkup, and Frank tried to dodge him because Seth went up there with him.
Yep.
Okay.
Seth Rawls leading that third line, trying to pull them up to the lead of this race. And you see that 38 truck, Jeff Green, he's thinking, he wants to. See the body language of the truck, and there he goes. Whoa. Almost went bad. You saw the third line having a lot more momentum than what the 38 had when he made that move. Rawls had to check up really significantly to avoid absolutely sending that 38.
Yep, and that's usually what kills a line a lot of times too, is when someone jumps up and it just kills all the momentum that you're bringing with you already.
And you see it, that third line is gone. It's just Green, Rawls, and Frank Fody there now. Yeah, you know, with how, because clearly he wanted to make that move. I'm surprised that, you know, he just didn't make it sooner. He waited until they got a huge run, and by the time he did it, he had to make everyone check up. If he would have just moved out a little earlier, timed it a little better to where he was already in front of them when they got that run, would have worked out better, but now they're just trying to recover.
Yeah, I think the thing you want to do is you want to build a run yourself. If you're going to block off the third lane while they're bringing momentum, you want to carry momentum with you when you do it too. So, you know, you back up a little bit, start building your run about the same time you see them really close to you, and then while you carry that momentum up and they bring it theirs with you, and that really just rolls the third line.
Absolutely, and you started to see it transpire as you were saying, but now once again it's falling apart.
As we're talking about that, Frank Fody still up there is controlling this race, and not Frank, Tyler Fody. I get him. I'm gonna get him mixed up this season. I know it.
You think you struggle with that?
It throws me off because they're both 40 and 41. I see the 4 and it's just instant. I think it's Tyler all the time.
Yeah, you see the 4, you Fody, and you just go habit and just like, oh nope, messed that up. Yeah, we are now down to just 2 lines right here.
Yeah, with a lot of damaged trucks, it's going to be harder to get the third line rolling.
Absolutely. Chaos! We got another yellow. Not quite sure what brought it out. Let's see towards the back. And oh wow. Someone got sent into turn 3. I can't quite. Is that Ryan Campbell? Yes, it is. Ryan Campbell getting shipped into turn 3. Couldn't tell what exactly happened.
It looks like Harry went to make a move to get underneath them. Ryan kind of blocked it a little bit. Harry went up below the yellow, and I'm guessing he thought he was clear, and he clearly wasn't.
Yep, I'd say you're pretty spot on with that, Mr. Race Control. And given that that's Race Control breaking it down, I imagine that's a tally for the Talon truck.
Yeah, I would post it but for some reason this thing is not working for me tonight on the SDK thing, so I don't understand. I would post it for the broadcast for everyone can see, but it seems it does not want to work with me tonight.
Yeah, unfortunately, right now we're going to be calling him Harrison Tally. Oh, I'm sorry, Harry. Anyways, we'll see a bunch of trucks on pit road. See, Jeff Green, one of the... Yeah, wow. I was not expecting Jeff Green to be that low in the field entering pit road, but I guess that's how much he fell back after that third line fell apart.
Yeah, it really died out big time. And then I don't know who all pitted here since I was looking through the replays, but this is going to bring you close. I mean, you're like 5 laps short, maybe.
Yeah, and relying on cautions at a truck race at Daytona, not the worst strategy.
Yes.
We're getting report that apparently Jeff Green has lost all sound, so that's a no-braino.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Wow. Oh.
Gerald out there throwing jabs though. Jeff Green.
Oh. Oh, as the kids say today, wrecked, pound, savage. Oh, man. Well, it's a good thing Jeff didn't hear that, otherwise he would be very upset right now.
Which is not going to be fun since he can't hear anything, because now he's not going to know when people are going to pit or nothing if they have green flag stops. And the one
Yeah,
thing I'll be worried about if I stayed out is if it goes green to the end, because them boys are going to have to put more fuel in the truck compared to the guys that pitted here. Way more.
yep, and like what we were talking about earlier, making sure you can take as little fuel as possible on the final stop. That'll cost them a whole mess of track position. But since he pit, hopefully that means Jeff won't have to worry about uh, his own green flag stops. But yeah, if we do get green flag stops for those that stayed out in Jeff's round, well, hopefully they hit the pitting in keybind. Otherwise, yeah.
Yeah, but business about to pick up. We thought it was crazy before. It's about to get crazy as we get closer to the end of this race.
And Meanwhile, we got someone blinking. Wow. And, oh, we saw a truck, like, flickering, and now I don't even see that truck. Was that Jeff Green?
I think so. I don't even see him either.
Yeah, and also William White's connection is not good.
Yeah, I'm watching him right now. It looks like it's coming back down. I've seen that it's being really spiked high, but he's seems to be back to normal now.
Yeah, that was violent how fast that was pulsing in and out. But here we go. Pace car makes a hard left-hand turn on a pit road. Fody will lead us to the restart zone. Green means to go, and we're back underway at Daytona. Good jump from Fody. So launch from Javier. Let's see, he's going to be hoping that 46 gives him a good push. Well, that good push isn't coming right now.
Yeah.
Oh, chaos! We got a big wreck in the back.
For all the guys that pitted, going to be perfect right now. It's going to help them.
Yeah. And oh. It's like the truck on the inside just kind of
Went up.
led up into him. Yeah.
I think he was thinking about going to the middle and didn't realize how close Dusty really was.
Yeah. Yeah, it looked like there was some net code, but I think there would have definitely been significant contact regardless. And fortunately, Seth Rawls getting involved. And Jeff Green has dropped from the race. His packets are all over the ground. Unfortunate for Jeff Green. Alrighty, we're gonna take a breath and take a break once again. We'll be back soon.
Since 2010, race fans have had one burning question. When will the Xfinity Series return to Worldwide Technology Raceway? You asked, NASCAR delivered. On Saturday, September 6, 2025, the magic is back. The track that launched the legendary careers of Harvick, Busch, Keselowski, Edwards, and Earnhardt Jr. is now ready to write that next chapter. We're going to introduce you to a new crop of future champions and Hall of Famers. And in the process, we'll create more of the greatest moments in racing history. NASCAR Weekend 2025, the NASCAR Cup Series Championship Playoffs, the Confluence Music Festival, and now 250 miles of the NASCAR Xfinity Series. 2 incredible races, 1 challenging track, a 3-day party of epic proportions. Go to www.raceway.com and lock in your weekend racing and camping packages for as little as $20 down.
We are back. Saw quite a few takers on pit road as the 39 of Tyrion will be getting the tally on that incident with Door. Fortunately, Dooring Door. Hopefully Dusty isn't showing the door with damage. Thank you, I'll be here all week. So we're getting ready to get back going. 1 to green. We saw a lot of people bring it down, but still a few stayed out. So looks like Fody and McIntosh, among others, are really hoping that they can save those last few laps. You know, like we were talking about during the break, cautions breed caution, so they might be getting their wishes here.
While we have a second going through these corners, I just want to give a shout out to our race sponsor, DESIGNPING. DESIGNPING is a design agency that specializes in creating websites and digital content that not only looks incredible, but also enables your business to outperform all of your competitors.
Alrighty, and also during the break, Jeff Green has made it back into the race. Fortunately, 3 laps down after his connection issues, but who knows? He might get them all back somehow.
He's still having connection issues, I think. He's still blinking.
Well, that is still unfortunate for the 38. As a pace car, getting ready to make that hard left-hand turn on a pit road. Once again, Tyler Fody bringing us to the restart zone. Green means go. We're back underway at Daytona. On board with the race leader. Grabbing gears up to 4th. Eventually up to 4th at any rate. There we go. He had a better jump than the 10. McIntosh getting that good shove from the 57. And they're going to have Frankenfield right behind them on the outside lane.
Yeah, they're all together really well on that outside lane.
Yeah, that is top tier organization from those 3. And now they got here comes the cavalry reinforcements. Got 24 Hasek, and not quite sure that blue and white truck behind them. I think that might be Smith.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
Yep.
But
Brandon Smith. Yep.
Brandon Smith joining the party, but the inside lane starting to move up again. But here comes McIntosh. He's going to be pushed clear, and he will drop down in front of Fody and take the lead of that inside lane. And now it's Javier leading that outside. Got Frankenfield giving him the shove. McIntosh leads that lap.
Just there's more trucks on the bottom, so it's just going to be so hard for that second lane to get up there.
Man, look at oh! 59 getting a little sideways and slideways as now Javier jumps down to the bottom. Oh, a big shove from McIntosh into Javier mid-corner, getting the 57 sideways. That was dangerous. Oh, you never want to push in the corners. That could have been deadly for everybody involved, and then some. You see Hossack now shoving Frankenfield on that outside lane.
Oh, I don't think you're clear yet.
Whoa.
Whew, that would have been another big one right there.
Yes, sir.
Chad is trying to get clear to the 57. I know he wants to get clear and move down.
Hossack, he's trying to help. You can see he's shoving him in the corners. Oh boy. See all kinds sideways from that. Allegedly the 15 truck, but we can only see the one. 15 truck with an asterisk next to it. Oh,
And
Javier jumping up! Whoa!
Whew, close.
Yeah.
Man, I would have stayed on the bottom.
Yeah, I think Javier's spotter gave him the clear, but it wasn't a clear, it was just clear, question mark? Because, wow, that was close. Chad giving him a fantastic shove, pushing him out to the front of this field.
See, the third lane is starting to roll out there with Dusty and Jeff Green right behind him.
Yes, sir, and you got Sean Judson looking like he wants to jump up to it. Meanwhile, Frankenfield jumps below Javier, and he takes over the lead of that inside. And Frankenfield going to take over the lead of this race.
Ooh.
See,
I thought
oh,
Hossack-
no, there was
Oh!
contact. Little Doran with Doer.
Oh, there they go.
Oh, they're wrecking. Big chaos coming out of the tri-oval. Got the 60 spinning. Good chunk of trucks involved in this one. Saw Dust and I think Campbell got into the 60, sent him up the track into the 81. Dorer, who was already having his own issue, gets in the middle of it. Yeah. Oh no, it wasn't Campbell at all. Or Campbell got side by side and contact with. Couldn't quite tell who that silver truck is next to him.
Richard Thomas. There.
Yeah, Thomas gets down into the 60. Gerald just can't check up in time. Just nowhere to go. Gets into the 60, puts him up the track into the 81. Yeah, everyone. Yeah. Race control ruling it as a racing incident, and I would agree with that. Just nothing anyone could have really done on that.
Yeah, it's just unlucky. Just a little racing deal thing. You don't know that you're 4 wide because iRacing doesn't have a spotter command to tell you that you're 4 wide, so you never know if you really are, and it's just bad timing.
Yeah, and everything is happening so quickly, and you just don't have a whole lot of room out there. You just can't physically process it quick enough to try to just get out of the way and take evasive action. Is a lot of people bringing it down pit road, including Fody, McIntosh, the last holdouts. They're bringing it in. Frankenfield and Smith and Tommy Ryan as well. It looks like staying out.
Yeah, right now this is when I'll pit because you can make it, and this gives you insurance for green, white checkers.
Absolutely. Saw quite a few more stayed out. Looks like the top. Wow. A lot of people stayed out, I believe, now.
Yeah, which I'm surprised.
Yeah, looks like the top 10 all staying out.
All right, with 25 to go, how you think how crazy this is gonna get?
I don't think we have enough time for me to document how crazy I think it's going to get. I mean, sheesh, we've already seen things pretty spastic already, and that's just the first 75 laps. And now a quarter of the race left to go. Race win on the line. And like I've mentioned many times, trucks at super speedways already being chaotic enough. Oh baby, buckle up, cause you ain't seen nothing yet.
Yeah, with 25 to go, it's these guys that's been just riding around, just waiting. It's their time to go now, so it's about to pick up even more.
Yeah, this might be our last opportunity to take a breather, because things are gonna get wild and much more unintelligible shrieking from me will be happening.
Yep, and a lot of the guys that have been up front the entire race are now mid-pack, so it's about to get. It's gonna be something. That's all I can say.
Yes, sir. Something is the most polite way to refer to it.
And I don't know how Stanley. His truck looks brand new. Looks like he didn't even flip it.
Which is wild, because, like, he was barrel rolling. His hood was up. How is that truck not dead? It's like the Sonic meme. How you not dead? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm confused on that one.
Some guys just have all the luck. Getting reports of William White having some of his connection issues still going on. Seem to have stabilized so far, hopefully for his sake and everyone's sake. It's all good to go, and no netcode shenanigans arise.
Yeah, which is kind of hard because I know not a lot of
Oh,
people use
what?
Oh,
Wait, what? Hold on, they're wrecking under yellow.
the 86.
Yeah, someone got turned in the back. Meanwhile, green means go, and Chad Frankenfield will lead us back to green at Daytona. Wow. What is happening, Matthew? I don't even know
do not
anymore.
know. Oh, he was trying to come down. I see what he did. The 86 was trying to get in his spot and pass people, and he tried to come down when he had two trucks.
Man. Well, meanwhile, we're back green. Got Chad Frankenfield out in front of this one. 66 of Tommy Ryan and that Eric Darnell throwback. Well, got Hanshaw trying to drive around him. Has to tuck back in, and now he's just going to shove into the race lead. Tommy Ryan taking the lead here at Daytona. Ryan jumps down to the inside. Oh, and there's Dorbang and Frankenfield and Hanshaw. Hanshaw getting crazy pushes from his Kyle Hanshaw Racing teammate Johnny Thomas right there. JP Phillips shoving Frankenfield to the lead. What would you do for a Klondike bar? Phillips yells us, oh, we got truck turn around, chaos. 60 gets spun, Campbell gets spun. William White in the grass. Oh, check up. Oh. Garcia gets shoved down to the middle. And then I think Nico kind of reared its ugly head as he got near the 60. Just turns the 60 around right back up into everyone. And all trucks and parts scatter. William White. Oh, that's a hard hit for the 60 truck. Oh! William White T-boning Gerald Campbell. Whew. So we got a lot of discussions going on about the caution incident. And they're continuing to discuss that yellow incident. Everyone dissecting the particulars of that. Frankenfield was able to get back to the race lead as all that chaos was going on in the center 3 and 4.
Whew, that was crazy turn of events there.
Yeah, Mr. Race Control having to work his tail off on that one.
Yeah, it don't bother me as much. I've been doing it. This will be my 3rd season, you know, in the booth and, well, this time actually in the booth. I know this season I was gonna just step away and just do race control, but I'm stepping in for Zach tonight since he couldn't make it, and so I'm kind of used to doing both roles. I enjoy it, and I get to watch some racing and talk racing. So.
Alrighty, well, go ahead and break down that incident for the folks watching at home, because I don't think we've been able to actually go over it ourselves on air.
Well, what brought the yellow out was it was just a big checkup, just a chain reaction like normal Daytona. So there's really nothing much I could do in that, so no tally there. And then before the restart, we had a guy trying to get in his spot, and he was trying to pass trucks like it was telling him, but where the pack was already in 3 and 4, he needed just to go ahead and line up and we'll just clear all the black flags if anyone would have got if anyone would have got him. But as he was making his way up there, he didn't notice there was 2 trucks below him, and he just turned left trying to get in his spot and wrecked himself and like 2 other trucks.
Yeah, we just caught it in the background as that was going down, and like you said, we were about to go green, so it threw everything went rear over tea kettle. But yeah, so far it seems like probably going to be a little smoother, we hope. As we are 1 to green, we are going to have less than 20 laps to go when we go back green.
Yep, and for the guys that did stay out, these cautions are helping them save the fuel to at least make it to lap 100. Now, after that, I don't think so.
After that, you're on your own, sunshine.
Cause I know when I race these, if it feels like it's a yellow race like this, I try to put as much fuel in the truck as I can. So that way, if we have those 3 green, white checkers, I don't have to worry about it.
Absolutely.
As we getting lined up here to go green once again, hopefully these boys get some laps in. Seems like that one big wreck, it just made, just caution after caution after caution. So this is the first race of the season. These boys will figure it out. Everyone gets the first race season jitters, and after that, it's all good.
Absolutely. As the pace car makes the hard left-hand turn on a pit road, Chad Frankenfield will lead us to the restart zone. And green means go. We're back underway at Daytona. A massive jump for Frankenfield. He's going to be all alone in the lead of this race right now.
Oh.
JP Phillips jumps to the outside.
And block
yep.
it. Nope, wasn't fast enough.
Oh, Chad Frankenfield, he is plummeting now. He'll get a little help from Cale Pocock, the winner of the 03 Cup race here a couple weeks ago. It's the first we've talked about the 7 so far. Can Cale go back-to-back at Daytona?
That jump Chad had was just too much, and then once everyone moved up, he was all by himself, and it just killed the momentum on the bottom.
Yeah, now he finds himself just P2 there on that inside lane. No, P3 on that inside lane. He's got the KHR teammates, Hanshaw and Johnny Thomas in front of him. And I believe another pair of teammates of Phillips and Ryan there leading the outside lane.
Yeah, I don't know if they're teammates or not, 100% sure. But I know the 2 on the bottom they've been teammates for years. As long as I've known them, they've always been on the same team.
Yep, they are teammates. Phillips and Ryan, both a part of Unacceptable Racing. But so far, doing very acceptable as they're battling for the lead of this race.
Oh yeah, those 2 guys are good. I raced them on Monday and Wednesday nights, just like Kyle Henshaw and Johnny Thomas. These guys work well together, especially Johnny and Kyle. Like, those guys just have a knack for working really, really well at these types of tracks.
Oh, that was close. Cody leading the outside, but then the 3 jumped up to block him off. That could have been disaster, but he had just enough, and now Eatson will jump up and take the lead of that 3rd lane. Here we go, we're 3 wide once again. Well, a little wiggly between the unacceptable teammates.
Yeah, and like before, we're 3 wide through the entire field now. So if it happens, everybody's going.
Yep. Oh, man. Look at all the jockeying. This is always terrifying to watch. When you've been around the sport as long as we have, you know how quickly things can go pear-shaped. When you see a full field of trucks, or at least what's remaining of one, just giving each other shove after shove, bumping, jumping, sliding around, you know how close we are to junking this entire field.
Yep. This is white knuckle right here. This is an experience for some people that haven't been on the sim or raced in real life. When you're 3 wide like this and you're in the cockpit, it is crazy. Like, it is insane.
Yeah, there have only been a handful of times that I have screamed behind the wheel of the car, and it's definitely involved 3 wide at Daytona.
And the worst part is if you're in the middle, because then you got trucks on both
Yep.
sides, and you don't know what's going on most of the time. You can't see, especially when you're Norgard. In this spot, you can't see nothing really.
Nope, and there's not a darn thing you can do. If something happens, there's a 99.99 repeating chance that you're involved in it.
Yep, you're in for the ride at that point, especially in the spot he's in. You're going no matter what. Oh, they wrecked midfield. Oh, Higgins
yep.
up in the
We
wall.
got a truck in the fence. Gavin Higgins. Chaos. Caution is back out. Oh, man. Gavin Higgins going up to the fence, reminiscent of Joey Coulter from like 2014. Oh, what a gnarly one. Let's see, and it's just contact 60 again, and Javier. Man, that 60 truck has found himself involved in, I think, each of the last 3 yellows.
Yeah. Oh, and it wasn't his fault.
Nope. Yeah, Javier just kind of gets up, clips him, and shoots Campbell up the track, Higgins up the track. Ethan Stanley was also involved in this. Once again, another great view from the Blue Egg truck is, oh man, you see Gavin Hibbs getting cannonballed into the fence, wheels first. That's a view.
Yeah, that's the one thing I caught the tail end of him going wheels first into the fence.
Yeah, on my secondary feed, which is supposed to be set to follow crashes, it didn't do anything. So I heard you reacting. I'm like, huh? And then all of a sudden I see Gavin Higgins doing a reverse 360 no scope grind onto the fence.
Oh man, that was a big one right there. Another one. So always seems. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it just looks like the air just got underneath the truck as soon as he went from the apron, and it just back to the track, and it just lifted the truck enough for the air to get underneath it and just sense it.
Yep, wall plant. And in the meantime, Eatson is now your race leader with Hanshaw, Phillips, Ryan, and Thomas. Chad Frankenfield, that too good of a restart drops him down into P8 right now, when he was leading them to green just a handful of laps ago. And who's the tally going on?
It's going on the 57 truck for just coming up and turning the 60 truck right there in the travel.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for Javier. He spent a good chunk of this race up in the top.
Yeah.
On that pit strategy, he found himself in the eye of the storm, and unfortunately caused some of the damage out there. Yeah, it's been rough going. You see McIntosh and Tyler Fody, they're outside the top 10 right now. The recovery for those two hasn't quite been going how they wanted it to.
And now another caution for those guys that stayed out, so this gives them more chance here to save fuel to make it to the end of the race. Maybe a green-white checkered if we have one.
If you're funny.
Sometimes, I've been in quite a few races, tend to go, and we end up racing it out. So you just never know.
Yeah, you are not wrong about that.
But it's all good. As I look at it, every time we start the season at Daytona, because we do every season, I know most of these boys, you show up to either win this race or just wreck out trying to win. And no one, I mean, me personally, it's like whatever. I don't care about the points because you can make them back if you run good enough. So when you get to Daytona, first race season, it's all about winning. That's all it's about.
Absolutely. Especially for the guys who find themselves kind of more in the midfield part. You know, for a few of these guys, they might be thinking, "Hey, this might be my only chance to get a win this season. I got to go out there and make it count."
Exactly. Because I think we only get like maybe 2 plate races a season, maybe 3 tops, and it's like some guys are like, this is my only chance to put this truck in victory lane.
Yep. When it's that, it becomes full send or no send.
Exactly.
Here we go, folks. When we get back going, we are going to have 10 laps remaining in this race. If you thought the intensity was high before, you haven't seen nothing yet.
Yep, and we got a couple of players that are like, I think, 8th on back that could really contend right here, could make some moves to get up there. Because I see Chad, I see Fody, Dusty's pretty good at these tracks. I see Harry's back there, Gerald. I mean, there's quite a few trucks that could really shake it up a little bit.
Yes, sir. As the pace car pulls off, Trey Eason will bring us to the restart zone. Green means go. We're back underway at Daytona. Fairly even start for our front row right now. You see already. Go on, Matt.
I was gonna say, I think the outside might die a little bit. Henshaw had a big jump, and it might kill the momentum once Jeff Ryan gets there. Oh no, he got him there nice and clean, nice and smooth, so it should work out pretty good.
Yeah, there was a big separation on the inside. Oh, and now everyone's jumping to the outside. There's Frankenfield jumping to the outside. Oh, we got chaos! Truck's turning! Oh, Johnny Thomas almost upside down. Oh, and this is a big one. Norgard, Thomas. Oh, man.
That was.
Oh, looks like Ty McIntosh involved too.
Yep, they just went for the same spot in the middle at the same time and turned each other. I can tell you one thing, the 7 truck is lucky because he pulled to the apron before all this happened and dodged the entire wreck.
Yeah, you see the 1 involved, the 12 of Elite Norgard involved. 26. Whoa, Pecumer just bring it to a rest in time. Oh, man. 70, 39, the 97. Oh, a lot of trucks involved in this one.
A lot of trucks and a couple of contenders, I think, got caught up in that too.
Yeah, that's a massive bummer for Ty McIntosh, one of our early favorites. Jade Rasimas, everything going. Oh, nowhere to go. Gets the 12, gets the 83. See, I'm bored of a lot of wild rides for some of these drivers. Oh, that almost a T-bone in the intersection right there.
Man, what a big wreck. I'm still surprised.
Oh.
Kale said he got hit below the, got forced below the yellow, and that saved him from being caught in that wreck.
Yeah, that was the epitome of a no yes moment as Kale is driving past all the trucks spinning and flipping and crashing and bashing.
Oh man, I'm kind of stressing about the guys that stayed out this entire time. I don't know how their fuel looks. I don't know if they run out on the last lap. It's gonna be something.
Chaos, destruction, dismemberment, all the above.
Because that's like one of the worst things. You're all packed up together, and if you're not on the bottom to be able to pull to the apron and you run out of gas, oh man, there's nothing nobody can do to dodge you.
Plus, we have to keep in mind too the temperature troubles. People are going to be pushing and reckless abandon in the closing laps. Push it too hard, pop, and pop goes the field. See the Jeff Ryan, the race leader, he was involved in his own incident what seems like an eternity ago, and now he's leading this race.
Yeah, I remember him early in the race had a lot of damage on that truck, and like we brought it up earlier about where ever since they updated some things and you fix that damage, if you don't got a meatball or don't got no wheel damage, they will fix it up like brand new, like you just pulled a new truck off the trailer.
It's driving like it's brand new right now.
Here we got Eadson, or both the Ryans up there, Chad's up there, Fody's up there, Kendall, who's just runs plate track, so he's good at these type. There, and Pocock, he said he won the 03 series. There's a couple of some plate race guys up here that are gonna really make this interesting.
Yes, sir. Just scanning the field here, looking at some of these damaged race trucks. Wondering how much pace some of these trucks still have.
Stanley looks brand new after being caught in that last wreck again. Oh man.
Yeah,
it's crazy how
that...
well they fixed these trucks, man.
Seriously, that's just wild for everything Ethan Stanley has had to put up with tonight.
I know. It just looks clean. Like I said a few minutes ago, brand new. They brought the damaged truck to the hauler and brought out the backup. So there you go. Keep racing.
Quite the juxtaposition with the 86 right behind him missing the fender. As the pace car makes the hard left-hand turn onto pit road. Jeff Ryan will lead us to the restart zone, and Greening's going. We're back underway at Daytona. 6 laps to go. How many green flag laps do we have left in this?
Hopefully the rest of them.
Yeah, here's hoping. Ryan with getting a good push from Frankenfield behind. Meanwhile, Eatson has Kyle Hanshaw, and that's it. That's a whole big gap behind them. Now they're starting to get a couple people drop behind them, but not enough. That inside line is falling apart. Yeah,
the 7 truck got a bad bump and almost wrecked right there.
Yeah. Just like that, here comes the inside line back. Oh, what a massive bump! Oh my goodness, eats it. Oh, and they're wrecking. Oh, Ryan, Hanshaw, they're flipping down the apron. Oh, Frank Fody involved. A lot of trucks are involved. I don't know. Oh man, you knew that was coming. Eaton got a massive shove from Hanshaw, which shoved him up into the outside lane. Ryan having to check up and got a little offset from Frankenfield, sends the 3. 15 gets sent back up to the track. You saw the 41 flying through the infield runoff. Oh, 51 got clipped. Thomas spins trying to avoid it. Let's see. 81 not able to check up in time, gets into the 26, and oh wow. 26 just rolls back down the track into Thomas. Yeah, typically you like a little more holding the brakes in a situation like this. What a view for Hanshaw, my goodness. Oh no, that was Ryan, my apologies. I'm sorry, the orange looked red in the darkness. And both of them flipped, so I had a 50-50 chance of being right on that one. Oh, well. And the green-white checkers begin. And it looks like, despite the damage and being sent up the track, Frankenfield's sitting in second right now. Race control deeming it a racing incident. And I agree with that. You know, you see incidents like this happen at plate tracks all the time. Oh, it's just plate track racing. Got listening in on some discussions on some of the pieces of that wreck. Go ahead and take the folks at home through what you've been discussing there with the racers.
I'm calling the deal a racing deal. Chad was pushing the 3 truck, and the truck moved up a little bit. The 3 did, and Chad looked like he was trying to get back in line with him and let him go in, and he was just too far to the left and turned the 3 truck there. Just a bad bump draft, and then with the 26 truck, he sees the wreck because he has clear view of it since he's not tucked up behind him, nobody, and the 81 truck behind the 26 is really tucked up behind him. And so when Adams lifted for the wreck, Garcia couldn't see anything since he was already just on his bumper, and he just was right there and hit him and turned him.
Yeah, unfortunate for Josh Adams. Unlucky recipient in a couple of those tonight.
Yeah, and it's hard at these tracks because you're so close together all the time. Inches apart, and when you can see a wreck and other people's can't, and you're lifting for that wreck so you're not avoid it, and they don't know what's going on in front of you because they're just so locked on to what you're doing, so they don't wreck you, trying to push you or whatnot, and things happen so fast at 170 miles an hour.
Yes, sir, and the visibility in these trucks is just not that good.
Yeah, the spoiler sticks up real high, so when you're tucked up behind someone, that's all you see is the back bumper and that spoiler.
Where's Dale Jr. when you need him to commentate on the height of these spoilers?
Right?
Alrighty, well, we are getting ready here. Green, wide, checkered attempt number 1. Who's going to have the fuel? Who's going to have the speed left in their truck? Oh man, JP Phillips having shifter issues. That's going to be problematic as the pace car makes a hard left-hand turn on the pit road. Trey Eaton will lead us to the restart zone. Green means go. We're back underway at Daytona. 2 laps to go. There we go. Frankenfield trying to push Eaton, and here comes 40. Tyler Fody around the outside. They're going to be side by side. Oh my goodness, we got a truck thrown into the catch fence. Oh my goodness. Chaos once again, and we're back under yellow. Oh man, that truck looked like it was shot out of a cannon. Oh wow. I don't even know who that was. All I know is we need an ambulance stat. Oh.
Unlucky.
Oh,
Adams
my goodness.
again, dude.
Oh,
Adams.
jeez. Jeez. Wow. That was violent. 86. Trying to get back down, trying to fit in between 39 and I think the Judson right there gets turned and immediately flies over. It just goes right in the catch fencing. My goodness. Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. Nails the wall plant. Say, getting an X Games gold medal for that. Norgard almost avoided a clip from behind. Oh, keeps getting hit. Man, if this was real life, that would be like an hour fix to fix the massive hole ripped in the catch fence right now. They'd have to finish this race tomorrow. Good grace, look at that. Ty McIntosh requesting that we watch his onboard.
Yeah, I was just about to say.
Yeah. Here we are on board with the 10. An eventful last 20 laps for him. And the wreck. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Fantastic avoidance from McIntosh.
And for everyone that was watching, you can see how you cannot see anything when you're tucked up behind a truck until the last second when everyone moves.
Yeah, it's like, all right, we're racing. Oh, look, there's a truck flipping over. We're racing, we're slowing. And somehow these guys have let Tyler Fody back in the lead of this race.
Yeah, I think a lot of guys probably had to get some fuel. They might have not been able to make it.
Yeah, Tyler Fode, I am inevitable. So we see McCorkle also up there in third. He got damage in the first incident tonight. And he was just running towards the back of the field, just getting damage repair. And like we said, keep with it. You never know what happens. Now he's going to be restarting P3 on green, white checkered attempt number 2. Some more top tier banner from the drivers over race chat. '86 officially get parked after that last incident. So we see a lot of trucks missing those tailgates. At this point, you don't need them.
All right, let's see if we can knock it out of this one, or we'll have one more.
Yes, sir. Could we get back-to-back races at Daytona ending under caution? Hope not. But you never know.
Whew. It's gotten very crazy at the end of this thing. But we knew it was going to happen.
Absolutely. Is the pace car about to make that hard left-hand turn onto pit road? Tyler Fode will lead us to the restart zone. Graymean's going. We're back underway at Daytona. 2 laps to go. Good start from Trey Eatson there on the outside. He's got a good push from Frankenfield right behind him. Got some separation from Fode and McCorkle there on the inside. That's not going to help Fode. Well, what is going to help Fode, his former teammate trying to make it 3 wide around Frankenfield. And no one's going with him. Stanley's starting to fade back. As Trey Eatson, he jumps down in front of the 40. He's going to take over the lead. And now Frankenfield's going to lead that outside. He's got Campbell right behind him. Here we go, side by side. Coming to the white flag, 1 lap to go at Daytona. Trey Eatson, 1 lap away from victory. What's he gonna do? He's got a good run from that middle line. Oh, they're starting to break up. Rawls trying to block the outside. Middle line falling apart.
Yeah, they only got 2 trucks there.
Now it's 3 on 3. 3 on the inside, 3 in the middle. Who's going to have it? Will the middle get a good enough run? Campbell trying to push Frankenfield. Fode pushing Eatson. And here comes that third line. Rawls with a massive run. Fode will jump to the outside of Frankenfield. Side by side, Fode, Eatson, they're right behind. Fode, they make contact. It's Eatson. Trey Eatson wins at Daytona, and they're all junked. Oh my goodness. Frankenfield is stuck in the fence. I think we have a truck on top of another truck. I don't even know what's going on anymore. Oh my God.
That was a big wreck.
Oh wow. There's not a single truck remaining after that, except Eatson, I think. I don't know, but everyone else is junked. What a finish. Fode almost had it.
a finish. Oh my goodness. I think Campbell got... Oh wow, no one... Look at that. It's Chad in the fence. Wow. Oh, the repair bill for the catch fence tonight is going to be incredible. My goodness. Mathieu Weeks, have you ever?
Yeah, I don't know if I've seen one like that.
Mother mercy. Your Trey Eatson getting it done. Able to hold off Tyler Fody at the line. Gerald Campbell avoiding all the calamity next to him. Brings it home in third. Your top three. Wow.
I don't think I've ever seen so many cars in the catch fence at the same time.
Yeah, we need to really take a breath and take a break, and we'll be back.
Of sellout crowds, 3 years of edge of your seat action, 3 years of jaw-dropping finishes. Worldwide Technology Raceway has rocked the world of NASCAR, and now NASCAR is giving us another reason to celebrate. The 2025 NASCAR Cup Series Championship playoffs are coming Sunday, September 7th, 2025. Just when you thought the racing couldn't get any more intense, now every single lap matters. One wrong move could be the difference between elimination and being crowned the king. The Enjoy Illinois 300, the Confluence Music Festival, the NASCAR Cup Series playoffs, and for the first time in 15 years, the NASCAR Xfinity Series on Saturday, September 6th. Don't be on the outside looking in. See history being made in your own backyard. Go to www.raceway.com for the hottest ticket of the year.
And welcome back. I hope everyone has had a chance to compose themselves after that. One of the wildest finishes I've seen. Boy, howdy. Your final results. Your race winner, Trey Eatson, holding it over to Tyler Fody right there at the line. Gerald Campbell surviving for P3. Shane Tyrion bringing it home fourth. Luna Albright rounding out the top five. Cordy McCorkle, his recovery brings it up to sixth. Chad Frankenfield had a chance there towards the end, brings it home seventh. Dusty Dorr eighth. Seth Rawls and Nico Garcia round out the top 10. William White, Kendall Player, Logan Shea, Caleb Percumer, and Ty McIntosh, your top 15. Gavin Higgins, Ethan Stanley, Cale Pocock, and that's the first page of the finishers. JP Phillips and Graham Bullis round out the top 20. Jaden Rasimas, 21st. Jeff Ryan, Johnny Thomas, Frank Fody, and Sean Judson, top 25. Tommy Ryan in 26th. Kyle Hanshaw, 27th. Hossack in 28th. Austin and Abbott in 29th. Richard Thomas in top 30. Dylan Devere, Alate Norgard, Harrison Talon, Josh Adams, and Jeff Green, top 35. Ryan Campbell, Rob Mooney, Brandon Smith, Sam Boutwell, Tyler Dixon, the top 40, and then Mitchell Javier, Ryan Howard, and Dave Carpenter
round out your finishers. Woo! Yep, and now it's time for our post-race interviews. First hour, a third place finisher. Jared Campbell, James in the booth, you got a copy?
Yes, sir, I do.
Well, I don't even know where to begin with that one. First of all, how in the heck was your truck still running? You got unlucky and got involved in a bunch of wrecks there
Yeah,
throughout the race.
yeah.
How were you able to survive?
I don't know. I had 36 X's. I had the most incidences in the whole field than anybody else. I was just like none of them on me. I just kept getting turned or hit or man, I have fixed probably 15 minutes of damage throughout the night, just periodically going down and fixing 2 minutes, fixing 2 minutes. I think I probably used up all of the tape in Florida on this racetrack because I don't know how it came back to the end there. Luckily, the draft really helps, and I never really got to see what the front end did, what front of the field was. But I was trying. I was really trying to go for winning all the Daytona races and Speed Weeks. But third place will still get me a podium, so at least I'm still on the podium for Speed Weeks here.
Well, if you want to check out the front of the field, I think they're still scraping it off the Kench fence, so you can still take a look at it. Speaking of that, that last lap was wild. My first question with this is going into the green-white checker, do you have any type of strategy going on, or are you just waiting for the chaos to unfold?
I was waiting to see what because the outside lane was obviously where everyone wanted to be. So whenever I was pushing, like obviously I had a ton of damage. Like with 20 laps left to go, I was still involved in 2 more wrecks after the 20 laps left to go, and I was just like, I'm not going down pit road again. I'm done. I'm done. I think the pit crew have earned their money today. I'm done. So I had a lot of damage. So I didn't know how well the truck was going to still draft up to people. So my thing was just kind of I couldn't make the moves. I knew there was no way the truck was going to be able to make the moves, but I'm pretty good at pushing and figuring out that. So with all the jockeying there, I was just waiting for an opening at Daytona. You know, you have to predict that people are going to go and know a move isn't going to work, but still try to attempt it, and they potentially wreck. And you just got to find yourself in that position that you can try to survive it. That time around, it was just trying to hold the steering wheel as straight as possible while Chad decided to commit suicide on the front of my hood there. So I don't know what he was doing there because I was way up beside him. So yeah, Chad took out a bunch of people there at the end. Gave me just a couple more X's just to submit how much damage my truck had gotten throughout the race.
Yeah, where even were you on exiting turn 4 there? Because everything happened in that moment coming to the checkered.
I was like 6th, I think. Chad had just jumped to the outside, which I was not clear to the outside, and there was no way to make that move. I did not have the run to follow him to the outside, so I was like, well, I'm going to at least get a position on Chad. And then he came down and he took out the couple guys underneath me, and I was able to somehow keep it straight for some reason. The truck is probably weighed down by so much Bondo on it from all of the other repairs that it just didn't move. So the guys from the inside of me wrecked, the guys from the outside of me wrecked, and then I just cleared away for P3.
Yeah, man, what a fantastic drive, fantastic comeback. Any sponsors, plugs, and shout outs you like to give?
Yeah, I'd like to thank obviously Aggressive Eagle for the team. A couple of my drivers didn't make the race or anything like that, but yeah, it was just nice to have some fun out there on the racetrack again. And obviously, you guys doing the broadcast got to see some other drivers like Logan was out there. I was happy to see him back out into the elite, and Liam was out there trying to make the field. Didn't make it this time. We had a big turnout for trucks, so I'm hoping that my team can be able to rally and make a very strong run for this season, because it's going to be a tough race this season to make it just make the field. So yeah, just looking forward to having some more fun out here and take some of the momentum from Speed Weeks on for the rest of the season. Try to get ourselves a playoff spot.
Absolutely. Well, we appreciate you, Gerald, and hopefully we're talking to you again next week.
Appreciate it, guys. Thanks so much.
Yes, sir. There's our P3 finisher, Gerald Campbell. And now we're going to talk to our second place runner, Tyler Fody. Tyler, James up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, that was certainly one of the races of all time. First of all, you dominated honestly the first, I don't know, 2/3 of that race. Take us through how you were able to control the race for so long there.
Yeah, track position is pretty important with this package, kind of getting gridlocked. So new qualifying was going to be important. Started up front and then just kind of managed the lines and was managing the strategy really with when the yellows would come out and when we would take gas and try and just stay up front pretty much. And had some teammates up there. We were looking good. Got both the stages as a team and kind of got off cycle. There was a lot going on towards that like last third of the race with yellows and like back-to-back wrecks, and some people could make it, some couldn't. So when we eventually had to get our gas, it kind of put us back a little bit, just outside the top 10. So yeah, I mean, I tell you, it's way different trying to. I mean, you can make moves in the first row or two, but back there, you're just stuck once the third line gets formed. So I was having some issues there. But yeah, I had a couple wrecks late that I just barely missed. I'll have to go back and see, but it was pretty close. And then yeah, I got back into the top 5 and then eventually got the lead. Yeah, and then just the end the end's a real shame, honestly. I really thought we had it with the move timed up good, and then Chad just didn't want to push me. So it is what it is.
Yeah, so take us through. So that was the whole plan from the drop of the white flag, was to try to time that jump and hope you could pull it off, correct?
Yeah, it was yeah, just that's always kind of the move with this package. You want to just be just clear yourself of that outside lane while you're pushing the leader, and then jump up, and normally the leader's just left sitting there with no one on their bumper, and normally works out.
Yeah, and it almost worked there for you. It looked like you were gonna have the momentum there. What was going through your mind there, coming off of 4, coming to the checkered?
Well, I knew the move was going to happen. The only issue was I knew Chad was probably going to do something that Chad would do. I wasn't sure, but yeah, I mean, once I got up in front of him, it was like instantly he just went to the third line. So it was all the momentum was pretty much killed there. But there was a small part of me that was thinking maybe he'll just push and try and get a good finish for himself. But yeah, it was slim chance there. I was just holding on to a prayer pretty much coming out of there. But I was glad I was able to kind of dodge. I got clipped a little bit, but I was glad we were able to at least run door to door and make it an exciting finish. It was pretty close.
Yeah, that it was, and it was a fantastic run for you, all things considered. Any sponsors, plugs, and shout outs you like to give tonight?
Yeah, I'm Jonathan Cutlip with JD Designs, painting my truck and all of my teammates' truck. The Lake Norman Motorsports guys had a few guys in the race tonight. All of them painted up by John there, looking good, and had a good showing up until the end. Pretty much as a team, we won the first 2 stages, and then we had some guys get caught up in wrecks. But you'll have that with Daytona. So just I'm part-time in this season, so I'm looking forward to watching the guys and helping the guys over the rest of the season. But yeah, shout out to them, and shout out to you guys here for putting on the broadcast.
Alrighty, well, we appreciate you, Tyler, and hopefully we're talking to you again next week.
Sounds good.
All right, that was our runner-up, and now time to talk to tonight's winner, Trey Eatson. Trey, James in the booth, you got a copy?
Yeah, what's going on?
Oh, well, you had yourself a pretty good night there. You know, first of all, I gotta ask, you did a really good job kind of biding your time there. We didn't really see a whole lot in the top 10 for
good chunk of the race. Were you just kind of hanging out and trying to avoid a lot of the chaos?
The first 20 laps I was like in the top 5, but it was just based on like I'm kind of stuck. I was pinned in, like nowhere to go. So I rode there. Um, and then when the caution come out during the green flag pit stops, I was still on the track. So when I pitted, I kind of got cycled to the middle of the pack. So then, yeah, from there I was hanging out. Um, and then it kind of was going to be a fuel mileage race. So I was saving gas for the next little bit. And then once I kind of got enough saved to know I was going to be good for the green white checkered, I stayed out when kind of the front half of the pack came in, so they would be good. So that put me back in the top 10. Then it kind of just was gloves off, time to go. Jumped in the top lane, time to caution right, got the lead as the top lane was ahead of everybody else, and then we just kind of had crazy restarts those green white checkers. It's kind of I'd be leading one and then I'd be second the next, and just if you're the leader on a restart, it just felt like you were a sitting duck.
Yeah, take us through that final restart, because you lost the lead there, and so you had to kind of drive up and take it back. You had a fantastic jump and a great move to get back in front of Fody there.
Yeah, I was waiting for the game to black flag me because I kind of rolled into the gas a little early, so I think that helped kind of the launch. He was still ahead of me, but it just, he didn't really catch me off guard where he just took off. And then the inside third place wasn't really pushing him, until the back stretch, and Chad did a good job of launching and giving me a good shot down the back. And Chad had damage, so I knew I needed to get down in front of Tyler. Plus, Tyler's the best one here, and I knew he was going to push the living crap out of me, which he did. I asked him in the waiting room. I was like, "Did you get off me at all the last lap and a half?" Because the truck was plowing. It was very, he was pushing so hard. It was real tight on exit. I had to put a bunch of wheel in it, and I was waiting to get like a death snap or something on exit just from cranking on the wheel. But I tried to crack the throttle down the back stretch the last lap, so maybe have Chad kind of hang on Tyler's right rear so it would prevent Tyler from jumping out of line off 4. You kind of know what's coming in that situation. But I also just kind of wanted to stay put. No matter what Tyler did, just stay where I'm at on the bottom. Let everyone else freak out, and whatever happens, happens. It kind of reminded me of years ago when Ross Chastain won Talladega. He just kind of stayed, he didn't start jumping lanes and trying to do crazy moves. He just stayed on the bottom and hung out, and he got pushed to the win. So I do believe if Chad would have gave Tyler a push, he would have won. When Chad went top of 3, I knew we had a shot heading to the tribal.
Yeah, you pretty much kind of nailed that, because yeah, it looked like Tyler was start to push ahead until he jumped up, and yeah, then you had the momentum, and we saw you guys door bang there a little bit hit there coming to the checkered.
Yeah, I also got to thank Cody. He at one point in this race he had 12 minutes of damage, so it's impressive that he got it all fixed. But at the same time, it's kind of a shame we had that many cautions. But I'm glad for him because I think he still salvaged a decent finish, even though looking at this picture on Discord, he's in the catch fence. So hopefully he flipped across and got a good finish. But he gave me a heck of a shot. That way, it kind of stalled out. Once Tyler stalled, it also propelled me forward. So I was just going to stay on the line, and we duke it out to the start finish line, and I started feeling kind of like a right rear hook. So yeah, I didn't really want to door bang to the end. I was going to keep it as clean as I could, and then I was like, well, shoot, I'm not about to end up in the catch fence, so had to crank the wheel left and then get it there.
Yeah, and you got it there. That was a fantastic run for you tonight. Any sponsors, plugs, and shout outs you'd like to give?
Yeah, I took a little while off from this league. I ran for like a season or 2, so it's great to come back in style. I'd like to thank Seth Rawls for giving me a spot on his team. Be running trucks and the GN Monday series with them guys. So looking forward to it. It's a great way to come back. Need to thank AB Quality Auto Glass for being on the quarter panels for both vehicles. Hopefully we can back that up. You know, winning's hard at Daytona, but you know, you got off to a good start. Maybe carry some momentum in tomorrow with the Xfinity car. And just thanks to everyone at Shift Esports for working with me tonight. I know we all kind of got early damage and didn't really get to put on like a teamwork display, but at times there were some teammates helping me out in the pack. So thanks to them, thanks to you guys, thanks to Chad and all the admins. Hopefully get to talk to you guys more often.
Yes, sir. We appreciate you, Trey, and yep, hopefully we're talking to you again next week.
Yeah, appreciate it, guys.
Alrighty, and after all of that calamity, I think it's time for us to wrap this one up. For Jesse Rasimas and Mathieu Weeks, I am James Watson, wishing you all a good night, and we'll see you on the Elite Racing Network for tomorrow's season opener at Daytona for the Grand National Series. Have a good night, everyone.